So my name is Gerald. You all know me. I'm with the weight loss team here and Dr. Hidalgo. We're here today with Pamela. Pamela had surgery
June 20th.
June 20th of 2018. So almost 2 years ago.
Yes.
Pamela, what was your life like before your gastric bypass surgery?
Before my gastric bypass surgery, I was depressed. I wanted to be active, but couldn't be. If I walked, I would literally break the tops of my feet. They would tell me I can't walk. I was using mobility aids. I had a scooter. I had a walker. I used all the mobility things. And I wasn't happy in my body. I'd accepted my body at the weight it was, but I wasn't happy staying there.
Okay.
I wanted to do more. I wanted to be more.
What was your initial weight?
305 pounds.
Okay. And what was your previous diet attempts like before you had surgery?
I've done exercise off and on, and I was exercising with the exercise I'm doing today, but I had to do it sitting down because I had such knee problems. I've done Weight Watchers. I don't even remember all the things I've done. You just try everything. But being on so much psychiatric medication, as soon as they put you on a new one, you gain 50 pounds. There's not really you can do anything about it. So.
And what were your pain levels like after surgery?
I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so I really wasn't uncomfortable at all. Just maybe a little gas pain, but I walked and.
The more you walk, the better you do, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I was worried about nothing by mouth because in Canada, overnight, if you have nothing by mouth, your mouth is full of sores. Here you don't know. It's so humid. It doesn't matter if you've had anything to drink for 2 days or not.
I got you. So.
And the leak test really worried me because all of a sudden you have to do a shot after you haven't had anything for 2 days, but it was all good.
No, and then we tell you.
Because you don't know.
Don't eat or drink anything.
Is it gonna
drink slow, eat slow, and then they tell you,
yep.
Drink it fast.
Yeah.
But it's a good experience overall, yeah?
Yes. I would do it again and again.
Did you enjoy Puerto Vallarta after the surgery?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, so beautiful.
Were you able to get out and see the town and stuff like that, or?
We went walking a lot because we didn't know we could take the taxis and stuff, so we walked a lot. And so we got lots of experience just seeing Puerto Vallarta.
After you had surgery and you got back home to Canada, what was some of the most difficult experiences you may have had with regard to adjusting to your new lifestyle and stuff like that?
Getting used to eating and trusting my stomach was difficult. I'd already talked to my family doctor before I went to make sure he was all on board with this, which I thought was very important, and my psychiatrist as well. So I could go to them for advice because some doctors don't like you to come here. So I think it's really good to get their approval.
Sure.
So I followed up with him closely. But then I got Stricture, and I didn't go see my doctor because I just thought I was doing something wrong. I was just getting sicker and sicker, and I go to bed at night and throw up for an hour without even eating anything. And I didn't trust my body or my doctor, so I didn't go seek help.
Okay, and Stricture.
And I should have, so.
Yeah, and Stricture is a known complication with gastric bypass, sometimes even with gastric sleeve surgery. Stricture is merely a scar tissue buildup, but what happens is it puts pressure on the connections, and so what might have been happening there is that buildup may have been allowing you not to eat the right amounts of foods, causing that vomiting, causing that nausea, and causing discomfort.
Yeah.
Stricture Stricture is easily resolved, as
It
you
is.
saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you saw your doctor, what happened with your stricture?
I went into emergency and I was there a couple of days, but right away they did an endoscopy and blew that up. And by the time I got up to my room, I was 50% less nauseous. So.
Exactly. And once they break up the scar tissue, that stricture is pretty much resolved.
Yeah.
It can take a couple times to do it, but at the end of the day, with stricture and with the endoscopy and the balloon that's blown out, once they break up the scar tissue, usually the problem is resolved. So,
And I was able to, instead of talking to my doctor, actually talk to Dr. Hidalgo, which is nice that he's available, because he's the one that said to me, you need to get to the hospital now.
perfect.
So I did.
Exactly. So what impact did the weight loss surgery have on your current health, or on your health in general?
So I was a candidate for knee replacement surgery when I came down here 2 years ago. No longer. Don't have any issues with my knees. For that, my feet don't break. I don't get the skin issues anymore. The what do you call it? The chafing and all that. I was on a lot of psychiatric medication before, and working with my psychiatrist, I have gone off 5 different medications and gone down on my antidepressant. So I'm off antipsychotic, anti-anxiety, and a bunch of other things. So that's pretty amazing
That's
to me.
amazing. Exactly.
Yes.
That's overall. That's awesome.
Yes, and now I'm a yoga lover. I do yoga almost every day, and I go to yoga class twice a day, and I also do something called Mia, which is a martial arts dance.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So can you show us some of that later today?
sure.
What were some of the lifestyle adjustments you've had to adjust to after your surgery?
Learning how to eat again, so learning how to eat differently, learning what to eat, how much to eat, and my biggest learning with drinking was how much juice I can drink.
Small, because
Yeah.
of the sugar, of course.
Yes.
It's been 2 years since your gastric bypass surgery,
Yes.
or more or less.
Yep.
How do you feel now?
Full of life, amazing. We went zip lining last night. I could hike up the mountain, no problem. My 28-year-old daughter was having issues keeping up to me, and I'm 52. I zip lined upside down. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm full of life.
So-
I love life.
Now, for example, on this trip, you've done zip lining. What else?
We went on the pirate ship. We went Rhythms of the Night. We went ATVing. We've been on swimming with the dolphins in the ocean. We went over to Los Arcos, snorkeling. I've done everything, I feel like.
And you had never
Lots
done
of
that
walking,
before
shopping.
surgery, right?
No.
Before surgery,
Couldn't do it,
you would
no.
never have done anything.
No, couldn't do any of that.
That's amazing. And how much weight have you lost so far?
145 pounds.
That's like a whole person.
It is.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What would you say to encourage somebody who's on the fence about having surgery?
I know even my family didn't agree. My sister even said, Pamela, you're taking the easy way out. Why don't you just get on a bike? And if I could have just got on a bike, I would have done that. This was a life-saving surgery for me. I was suicidal a lot before I had this surgery, and now I'm not. So in more than one way, it was a life-saving surgery.
That's awesome. And you have a new look on life.
I do.
Life is
I do.
worth living now, right?
It is. I want to be one of those little old 103-year-old ladies living life on the beach here. So
Oh, that would be
I
awesome.
never wanted to live that long before.
Well, I'm so happy for you. I really am. I'm so happy you came to the weight loss team, Dr. Hidalgo.
Me too.
I'm glad I got to meet you now twice, and hopefully you come back to Puerto Vallarta in the future.
I'm already booked to come to, well, not back to Puerto Vallarta, but back to Mexico in 2021.
21?
So,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Pamela. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Gerald.